Hello, my name is Craig, aka Inneron Plays, and today we are playing Brawl on Magic the Gathering Arena, like we do on every stream / video. And today it's all about the counters. We are playing a Bant deck with our commander being the gorgeous Tidus, Yuna's Guardian, who is a new Bant deck for Final Fantasy. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may move a counter from target creature you control onto a second target creature you control. Whenever one or more creatures you control with counters on them deal combat damage to a player, you may draw a card and proliferate. Do this only once each turn. So we care about the counters. And you know, if you've seen me before, I also care about the counters. So we're going to start putting counters on stuff with landfall, like Ride the Shoepuff. We've got Ozolith, the Shattered Spire, which is going to increase our counters. And it's also, we can add a counter per turn. Innkeeper's Talent, which means we can add a +1/+1 counter at the beginning of combat. And if we make it bigger, we can give our creatures ward. And we can also increase the amount of counters we get. We've got some protection with Snakeskin Veil. We've got some counter doublers with Railway Brawler and Zoprindel, which will double our creature's power and toughness until end of turn. Berg, the Long Ear of the Law. Great Selesnya card. When Berg enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 it counter attacks, double the number of +1/+1 counters. We've also got Scythe Cat Cub, which will give us a +1/+1 counter when land enters. And then we've got some proliferating cards like Tekuthal, Inquiry Dominus, which if you proliferate, you proliferate twice, which is a great card, and we can also make it indestructible. And I think that's all that can be said about this deck. Yeah, so let's get into it and let's see how it plays. We're playing Will, Sign of Peace, which is white-blue. We have mana. That's good. We've got some big beasties. We've got some ways to put +1/+1 counters on it. We've got some landfall triggers with proliferating, and we've got ways to put +1/+1 counter on it. This is possibly one of the best starts you can get in this deck. We are playing against Will, Sign of Peace. Vigilant. Spells you cast this turn that are white and blue cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life you gained. Okay, so it is definitely a life gain deck. And yeah, activate only as a sorcery. So let's play that, and then we'll tap that, and we'll show that we have that. Thrumming Bird, if it's not in there. Thrumming Bird. I don't remember that card. It's not in here, but I will have a look. I don't think I've got it. I don't remember seeing it in my... I've created a bit of a bird deck, and I don't remember seeing it. Yeah. So they're playing with blue, so this is going to stop our legendary creatures from being countered, which is awesome sauce. They're going to be gaining a lot of life. This is mostly a creature deck, so that's going to hurt us somewhat. Let's get Tidus on the board. Let's do it. Yeah. There's nothing to move. It's the strange thing about it is it makes you do that anyway. Even if you don't have any counters, the game doesn't recognise you not having counters. But that's okay, because next turn we're going to be adding counters. So we're going to make Tidus a 4/4. House Meld. If we get another land, I mean, I could play Incubation Druid, hits and proliferates. So that's Thrumming Bird. Okay, I will definitely check that out. I don't have any wild cards at the minute. We'll play Innkeeper's Talent because I can't play anything else this turn, and we'll play Agatha's Soul Cauldron just in case they hit us with a bit of mill. I can hold that up. Let's put a +1/+1 counter on you, and we'll swap it from you to you. There's no other counters. Wait, what? I pressed the wrong button. Typical. Absolutely typical. am an idiot. First misplay of the day. Woohoo! We're getting out of the way early. Yes, I'm sorry if you can hear the fan as well. It's quite hot again today. I can't believe I did that. That would have been a good attack. I need to read before just going ahead. Evolution Sage, we can proliferate. Arcane Signet's going to help us, so we'll get that down now. And we will play Incubation Druid this turn, because I don't have a way to... yeah, so we'll put the +1/+1 count... We'll put a +1/+1 counter on you to you. And then we'll put a +1/+1 counter on you. And I'm going to take that off of Delighted Halfling. And then I'm going to attack in. So, are they going to defend, perhaps, the good on life at the minute? That's going to proliferate. And we get to draw a card. Great Henge, awesome source. So we'll make Tidus a 6/6. That's going to make the Henge that little bit cheaper. And it's going to give us life gain, and any creature coming in now is going to get a +1/+1. And we're going to draw a card. So we're in a good spot, but they're also in a very good spot with their life gain. So I'm going to be interested to see... So they're going to have to play cards at the end of their turn. I'm not going to block them. The Vigilance, obviously, is a problem. I wish I could give Tidus Vigilance. Maybe I should add the Spear that gives him Vigilance and +1/+1 whenever a creature or something dies. I'm going to play Vorinclex. Can't be countered. It's going to double our triggers as well. I'm going to move a counter from there to there. But I'm not going to do that. And at the beginning I'm going to put a counter on Vorinclex to make him a nice big, a beefy 7/7. And then I'm not going to move any counters. And then we're going to attack in with a lot of damage. It's kind of holding us up on... That's annoying. But fair. Are they going to give up one of their creatures? Francois, good morning. Welcome. Fiber says, oh, about that. If you're going to do the fan in the window blowing out, have one pulling in also on the opposite side of the house. Cycles the air. I'd also suggest after sundown. I'd heard the... I don't know if I've mentioned it in a previous stream. I'd heard that works, putting the fan outside. I didn't realise it needed the a fan blowing in as well. The problem with this room is we're currently in my living room. Welcome to my living room. It's only got 2 small windows, which is really annoying. I'm thinking of... Right, what can I do? Can I do both? No. Unless I get a land. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I've got another green, Tenacious Pup into Vorinclex would be really nice. No. I'm just going to stick with Vorinclex. Onto that. I'm going to put the... let's do this again. Have they got something else to put them in hand? I don't know. And let's attack him again. Let's see if Vorinclex goes back to my hand. We're still going to get to draw a card and proliferate. Yes. And yes. So I'm going to exile their creature, which I can put another +1/+1 counter, and I'm going to put that on Incubation Druid. So next turn we're going to have lots of mana. So I'm thinking would have been nice to get the white mana. Heuristic Study. So they're going to be able to do 2, 4, 5, 6 damage. That's fine. Great Henge next. I really want a House Meld from that. You know what? I'm thinking of House Melding. Let's get a green. I mean, they're not doing that great for lands, to be fair. Okay. I'm going to Swords to Plowshare that. Then I'm going to Great Henge. I don't know if this is big brain smart or not. Let's Tenacious Puppet. I don't care about them drawing cards. They can draw all the cards they want. I don't have another land to play, although I might... Have I played a land this turn? Yes. And then I'm going to House Meld Soul Warden. So I'm going to get life whenever a creature enters. Let's play Thieving Haven to get some flying. Yeah, don't want them having any more cards than that. Pay the 1. No freebies. Yeah, I know, but... Ugh. Oh, that's going to be a good next turn. Let's exile you. And we will put a +1/+1 counter on... Ooh. Let's go Tidus. And let's go you onto you, because and we'll put a +1/+1 counter on you. I don't think it really makes that much difference, but I can move one of the Vigilance Trump counters onto Tidus. Okay, let's and submit 5. Now they may have pulled something bad like River's Rebuke or the Cyclonic Rift. Okay, Vorinclex is gone, but I'm going to get Vorinclex back. Does Vorinclex come back until it leaves the battlefield? I'm going to auto pay. Let's not let them have any more cards. Let's play you so we can proliferate. Yep. Okay, let me think. What's the warding on that? Could yeah, screw it. And then let's give everything +1/+1 flying. Yeah. And we will Move a counter from... Yippee! Wow, okay. That is how the deck works. GG! That was brilliant. Oh, I really enjoyed that game. I think Elspeth was definitely the right play. Giving everything flying. We had 2 creatures with vigilance. Yeah, nothing they could do. Too big, too fast and hard. Garner, Bloodfist of Keld. I don't know that card. Maybe I do. I don't recognise the name. Is that from Final Fantasy? Is Garner one of the new ones? We've got Good Hand. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Garner, it's not one of the new ones. Whenever another creature you control dies, draw a card if it was attacking. Otherwise, Garner deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay. Okie dokie. Rakdos, so it's going to be evil in more ways than one, but Shalai will help us. We'll surveil this turn. Wildwood Scourge is a great card in this deck. So we'll be able to use white and blue on that. We'll be able to use the green on that and white. So yeah, I think we're looking pretty tip top. I think Incubation Druid is more important this turn. I think Tidus holding up a blue for a wash away. Jadar, great card. Love Jadar. Yeah, I'm going to play Tidus, and then play... No, I should have played the land first. There is no tokens to move, so yeah, that's fine. Ah, I played the wrong card, although they won't be able to play their commander this turn anyway, so Wash Away isn't going to help me anyway, I don't think. Yeah, so those that missed it, I've updated the Discord link on my YouTube. 2 people asked for it yesterday, and I didn't realise it had expired. So I have updated it. Arwen, we can move a... we can move a counter. But Shalai. But I need to start getting +1/+1s. I'm going to play Scythecat. Then I'm going to play you for tier 1, because that's going to get bigger with this land. Seeing Tidus get a +1/+1 counter. Okay, and then we can swap a counter from you to you, but we're not going to do it. And then we'll attack for 4. So we're going to have a nice blocker with Wildwood Scourge. Next turn, oh, Sovereign, one of my favourite cards of all time, who is going to double counters whenever he attacks. So, yes. Shalai. I want to get Shalai out. If we pull a land, I'm going to put a counter on Incubation Druid. That's going to increase my mana. Will I have enough to play? I'm going to start losing life when a creature dies. And then I'm going to lose life when 1 enters. Ozolith, brilliant. Okay. No land though, so I can't give Incubation Druid a counter. Sovereign Okanako and the Ozolith, I think, is important. Yes, I'm going to move a counter from you to you, just to give... because that's the brilliant thing about Wildwood Scourge. When you move a counter from him and put it onto something else, it gains the counter back. So it is a freebie. And I'm only going to attack with Tidus. No proliferating for me this turn. That's okay. Anything they kill, the Ozolith will remember. No blue mana to play Wash Away, which is a shame. General Crete is going to, whenever they attack, is going to do damage to me, and I'm going to lose lots more life. But Arwen, I can get lifelink, I can get indestructible counters from them. Because counters don't just mean +1/+1 counters, it also means vigilance counters, and so on and so forth. Yes, the life loss is a problem. I can't give a... So we'll do that. I'm going to play Arwen. And... yeah, I think having hexproof on everything. I'm going to move a counter from you onto you. Wildwood Scourge is going to get more counters, and then I'm going to attack with these three. Big, big, big. Big, 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 big. Yeah. So they may be getting life, but they're not getting enough life to really help. And I can start giving everything counters by paying. And we've got another proliferating Wildwood Scourge. So now, next turn, we can move an indestructible counter from Arwen, and we can put it on Tidus. We can also give them lifelink. So yeah, we're in a good stead. This is another good hand. We're losing a lot of life, so definitely the lifelink is what's needed here. Not enough to kill me. So I've lost that, so I'm going to block you, you, and you. So I'm going to lose another 3 life. General Crete, I'm surprised they're... Oh, sorry, knocking the table there. I'm surprised they're happy to get rid of General Crete, to be honest. So that's going to get counters. We've now got lifelink. No land to play. Let's tap you and tap you and play you. No land to play, so I'm not going to play Evolution Sage this turn. And I'm going to hold up for the Wash Away. So let's do it. Let's put a counter from you onto you. And let's put a lifelink counter. And we're going to attack with you. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting quite... And my life is going to go straight back up. No proliferating, unfortunately, and no card draw, but all their creatures dead. And they concede! GG! I'm surprised we didn't see the commander. But yeah, again, when this deck works, it works brilliantly. And we are playing Rizona, Azari Commander. And again, I don't know that commander. Or maybe I do and I've just forgotten it. Ishai. That's good because we're going to get counters. We've got some removal. We've got nothing to give us the counters at the minute until Ishai comes out. But we've got the mana. I'm going to keep this hand. We're playing against red-white, so this is going to be a fast deck. Whenever Riona deals combat damage to a player, if it doesn't have an indestructible counter on it, put an indestructible counter on it. Whenever combat damage is dealt to you, remove an indestructible counter from Riona. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, so we will surveil. We're going to have to Swords to Plowshare that bad boy. Yeah, we'll keep that on top, although we do have the right mana. But it'll give us access to that one. We've got Aerith, which is going to get counters. We can play a token this turn. Or maybe... yeah. Whenever a quick creature dies, exile it. As long as card exiled with Eater of Virtue has flying, a quick creature has flying. The same is true for the first strike, double strike, death touch. So that's like Odric. I don't have that. I want that, because then I can put it in all my decks. I love Odric. If you watched yesterday's stream... no, not yesterday. When was it? Friday. You will know that... I'm not going to play Virtue of Loyalty. That, yes, we played Bart's, and it was fandabidoze. It was a great game. I don't know what accent that was, I'm terribly sorry. Sigil of Valor. Whenever a quick creature attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature you control. Okie dokie. I'm surprised we did not see... I'm ramping because I want to be able to play Tidus and then put a counter on him with Dusk Shell Crawler, which is a great card because it's going to give all my creatures the counters. I can't do both, but what I could do... let me think. Hear me out. Just hear me out. I think whenever they play a spell, being able to make Ishai bigger, and I've made an Ishai deck, not Dak. Why didn't you adventure the virtue? Because I wanted to hold up Swords to Plowshare. That's going to get an indestructible counter. I don't know if that was the right move. But I can play Tidus. I can play the Ozolith. So if they kill anything, the Ozolith remembers. I'm not going to move a counter because it's only got one, and then I'll attack him for 2, and then we'll draw a card. And, oh, Ajani the Great-Hearted is going to give my creatures vigilance. So whenever Riona deals combat damage to a player, if it doesn't have an indestructible counter on it, put an it doesn't. Why didn't it put an indestructible counter on it? At least Ishai is getting big. Did they forget that it would get a +1/+1 counter? I wonder. Yeah, I will take that. Alright. I'm going to play that as a land. Oh, they lost Indestructible because you hit them. Oh, I see. And then we're going to Virtue of Loyalty. And then we're going to move a counter from you to you. And then we're going to attack for 8. We'll draw a card and we'll proliferate. And then we'll untap and proliferate again. So at least I can block Rezona. Ah, no we can't. I think Zoprindel will kill them. I think I've got lethal. I can't play it. Ah, pants on a stick. I can't play it. So I'm doing 12. If I put a +1/+1 counter on them.
I will teach you humility if I must. Turn back while you still can.
Ah. Let me think. Okay. Yes. They lost Indestructible because you hit them. Reading the card does indeed explain the card. So I started watching, I know it's really late in the game, I started watching Attack on Titan. I'm like 4 episodes in and I'm loving it. I can't believe it's taken me so long to watch it. Okay, Tenacious Pup is great. Delighted Halfling is great. Ishai is great. Mossborn Hydra's great. Wildwood Scourge is great. The Hand's great. The problem's the land, but we've got ramp. So we're playing Daxos, which is going to be a life gain deck. So, oh, more land, that's great. The problem is definitely the land, but if I play Cavern of Souls, fortunately, we've got Tenacious Pup. So what I'm going to do is big brain it. Well, there's just nothing on the battlefield. You can Tidus turn 2. I know, but yes, no. Yeah, but if I wait a turn, I can give him +1/+1 counter, vigilance, and trample. But then I can move those counters anyway. Okay, yeah, we're doing that. Okay, there's no counters to move, so that's fine. Hopefully they don't have their Swords to Plowshare or Path to Exile or any of the other enchantment exile stuff. Nope. That's going to get a big boy. So are we. House Meld. That's good. That's good. Let's play Tenacious Pup. I'm going to hold off. I don't think I've got the mana for House Meld anyway. And then we're going to play a land, and we're going to play Wildwood Scourge for 2. It's going to come in with 3. Then I can move you over there, and we'll just do, for this turn, we'll just do a +1/+1 counter. And then we'll attack. House Meld, well, House Meld Daxos at some point. Another land, that's great. Wildwood Scourge is great. But surely Wildwood Scud should have gone up by another counter then. White mana's an issue. We'll name human because that's the most. I mean, the only thing that they could have would be the doodad. We'll move a counter from you to you, and we'll move a vigilance counter, and then we'll attack in for 10. And then we can proliferate and draw a card. All right, we're in an okay, but this. Yippee! Right, Muldrotha, the Gravetide. So they're going to be able to pull stuff back from their graveyard, and that's permanents per turn. So they'll be able to bring back one creature, one enchantment, one land, and an artifact. So yes, killing stuff doesn't really help. We don't have any blue mana. We only have green spells. I think I might mulligan it. But then Incubation Druid. No, I'm going to keep. Because Railway Crawler, we can still play Tidus. We can get a +1/+1 counter. We've got Elspeth, so I think actually that's quite a good hand. They are going to have removal, so I don't think things are going to last on the board. Yeah. Oracle of the Alpha, so they're going to get Power of 9 into their deck, so they're going to be getting a lot of Moxes. So we'll play Avishkar. Avishkar, yes. Yes, I can. Ah, no, I can't do that. That's pants. I'm gonna play Aerith. I think maybe I should have played the Railway Crawler. Brawler, not Crawler. I mean, there's not a massive amount of life gain in this deck, to be fair. So, yeah. Oh, this weekend as well, the stream's going to be on Saturday, not Sunday, because I'm meeting my pod on Sunday at 11 for the first time in a month or two. So, yeah, I had to do it. I'm sorry. That's not. Play the Dusk Shell and put a +1/+1 on Incubation Druid. But then that's not going to give me. Still not going to give me blue mana. But if I play Elspeth, I can give them both +1/+1 and flying. But then I'm not going to have any blockers next turn. Or do I do Railway Brawler and hope that I get a blue land? Or... But it's net positive in mana. Yeah, okay, you're right. You're right. Let's do that. Yes, you're right. You're right. Silly me. Maybe they've got a counter spell. Put you on you. Yeah. And we'll do that. Because then I can block with Dusk Shell Crawler. I thought they were going to counter it then.
Spare your gratitude. This is my duty. Ascend on wings of light.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Good advice there. Really good advice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was really good advice. It'd be nice to be proliferating with Tidus. And we're back up to good life gain. And there's their first power 9. I was able to get the power 9 tribute achievement with oh. And the problem is, once Maldrotha's out, they're going to be able to keep replaying that, and I've got no way to exile it. I'm hoping I'm really hoping that we get some blue mana. Yeah, we're not doing that well. I hate poison counter players. Tell me you can't play Magic without telling me you can't play Magic. Yeah, poison can get in the bin. Great Henge is generating mana of any colour, right? No, I thought it was just green. Yeah, add 2 forest, add 2 green. Unfortunately, I wish it was. I think that they need to adjust how many poison counters you can get, especially now they've Primeval Titan. Okay, and she's back, folks. She's back. And we'll play the Railway Brawler as well. Maybe I should have done that first, thinking about it. I mean, they're going to be able to bring that back, and they're going to be able to bring Oracle back, which is going to create another power 9. But at least we get that mana. Elspeth's going to die again. Elspeth will die. Unless I sacrifice the Dusk Shell. Should I sacrifice the Dusk Shell? And I've got no legendary creatures. I think I'm cooked, guys. I am cooked. Even if I destroy something, it can come back. Let's discard a card and draw a card. Oh, you have lethal on board. Do I?
Warriors, rise!
Not now. Did I miss lethal then? I missed it. I missed it. Nah, you got till the end of the month to ban all cards related to poison counters, or you're can stone you. Right, so Elspeth's dead because they're going to kill it, and I can't block it. But then they get rid of their big blockers. Foreign Collects next turn attack. We'll all have trample, they're dead anyway. So I think they have a kill spell. So they've got 2 big blockers.
Dark days lie ahead.
I think we might have lethal, guys. Yeah. Yeah, we've got lethal there, I think. I'm just going to do the math. Lethal. It's GG Muldrow there. That was a good game. I enjoyed that. We're playing VV. Blue, red, nightmare spells. We've got ramp. We've got lands. We've got good +1/+1 counter givers. Let's stick with it. So for those of you that don't know, we played with VV yesterday. Great stream. Check that out. I'm going to put the highlights up on Thursday. 0, add X mana in any combination of blue or red, where X is VV or Nature's power. Activate only during your turn and only once each turn. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on VV, and it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So we'll play you, and we'll play Delighted Halfling. So VV, we're going to be getting lots of spells. This won't survive. It'll be bolted or something like that. Let's get Tidus out. Tidus won't survive. It will be murked soon. Forgive me for saying that. Next turn will be Bristly Bill. Tidus is dead. Tidus isn't dead. But we have the Ozolith. Right. Do it in order. Bosh. 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 And then we can move a counter from you to you, but yeah, and then we're going to attack for 4. Question. Hopefully you've got an answer. Someone will know. I know one of you will know. If you proliferate and there's counters on in Ozolith, does Ozolith proliferate as well? Or is it just creatures and enchantments and stuff? Yeah, I'd be very interested to know. Hamza, you beauty. So we will play a land. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on Bristly Bill, and we'll play Hamza. Yes, it's evident. Okay, good. I'm going to move a counter from Tidus onto Hamza, because that's going to make everything cheaper. And I'm not going to attack with Bristly Bill because they could double block. Oh. GG! Sounds great. Thanks. You're right, I do have a sexy voice. I knew that's what you were saying. I read betwixt the lines. Burke, I love you. Thieving Haven, good card. We here find no distortions. Thank you very much. Ajani, great card. Kami, great card. No green. And no way to pluck counters until turn 4. Guys, do I mill? We've got some awesome cards. Can I get rid of the lag? Let me just let them know I'm just having a wee think. What do you reckon? Welcome to all the new YouTube watchers. Yeah, should I mulligan? I'm going to keep it. I'm going to run out of time. And we're playing against Shilgungar, which I love saying. Shilgungar. Sacrifice another creature, create a blood token. If you sacrifice an angel this way, create a number of blood tokens equal to its toughness instead. Sacrifice 6 blood tokens. Return each creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Those creatures are vampires in addition to their other types. I believe that card I'm gonna keep that on top. I believe that Shulgungar goes great. There's a combo with Sephiroth, isn't there? I think I've seen someone play where you can make, yeah, you can do something with Sephiroth and create tokens of Sephiroth. With the finality gun, those creatures are vampires in addition. There's something you can do with Shulgungar. I think it was Amy the Amazonian that did it. I can't remember. I should have mulliganed. I can't turn the volume above 100, but I can always turn it down if you broadcast louder. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Let's get out Tidus in the hopes that we can get out Johnny next turn to start getting those counters. Having our creatures gain vigilance as well is going to come in handy, I believe. Going to take 2. Nothing I can do about that. Yes! Ajani, because we can also, if we do,
could be much greater together. Now, do you see the benefits of peace?
I meant to do that. At least Ajani's a little bit bigger now because I can't defend, but I'll play Thieving Aven next turn so I can block because high toughness. I'm not going to be able to play Burke for a couple of turns unless I get some ramp. Well, even with ramp. So, yeah. Why didn't I put +1/+1? I'm such an idiot. That's the 5th misplay. Overlord of the Baal Mark. Good card. Good card. But hopefully we're going to be nice and big. I'm not going to be able to do anything about that. If I'd have +1/+1'd it.
But my resolve is strong.
What would be nice is a Swords to Plowshare. Nope. How can I do this? I can do that. And then I can do that.
If I have to light the way, I will.
And then I can move a counter from you to you. I don't know how. I'm such an idiot because Tidus would be a 6/6 and I can't attack because Overlord's bigger. I don't have haste. But yeah, they're going to attack with Overlord. Do I sacrifice Thieving Aven? No, I don't want to sacrifice Thieving Aven. Oh, it's irrelevant anyway. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we'll lose the Vigilance, but we can play Virtue of Loyalty. Hopefully soon. We can also hopefully play Burke and the Great Henge. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Derevi. Beautiful card. Beautiful. But then I could also... I'm going to do that. Tap you. I'm not going to remove a counter from you to you. No, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to attack with both. I can also bring back a Ajani. Not this turn, but I can also bring it back, so that's great. We've got a blocker for Voldaren, and we'll be able to untap my creatures again. So that's good. Awesome sauce. So I'm going to untap you and you. And oh, okay. A quick creature gets +2/+2, has protection from green and from blue. Whenever a quick creature deals combat damage to a player, you create a 2/2 green wolf. This is how I got the Power 9 achievement, because I don't have that. I'm going to take the sword. I imagine the others are probably much better. But the problem is I don't have the mana. So we've now got some big chunkus. We've now got some defense. So I can block the Overlord at the Bailmark. Oh. I hate that angel. That angel needs to die and get in the bin. I may as well block it, because Thieving Haven won't die, but neither would Overlord of the Bailmark either. Okay, that's good. And that's good. Okay. I'm going to play the Henge. That can give me life. And then I'm going to play that to return you to my hand, and then I'm going to proliferate. I'm going to move a counter from you to you. Problem is, I can't attack now. So I'm just going to have to hold back. Yeah, nothing I can do. At least I'm back up to 21 life. I've got some blockers. I can't block Avacyn. I don't think they're going to want to attack with that. Oh no, it's got Vigilance. So yes, they're definitely going to attack with Avacyn. We are cooked. Great cards, no lands to play them. Yeah, GG. Good game. The board wipe did me in. Right, on to the next one for during the game, Stonecoil Serpent. But that's the reason that's in there is because it has reach and complete protection from multicoloured, and it's cheap. So I've had games where Stonecoil Serpents ended up being like a 60-something, and then I've got protection from all the horrible multicoloured decks, and they just have no attacking. Granted, it mostly came in clutch during Tarkir because it was a lot of dragons, but like now, for example, if I have no other flyers that I pull and I have Stonecoil Serpent, I can't believe that this is happening as we're talking about it. I have the protection. I can't believe that just happened. That's a quinky dink. Right. Yes, I'm going to turn 1 Hardened Scales is great, because then I can turn 2 Stonecoil Serpent, which will come in as a 3/3. So I'm going to do that. The most annoying thing about Stonecoil Serpent, well, any card can be argued why it's good and usable, but are we not at the point we're discussing what card is better? Yes, you are 100% correct. You're right. You can argue that, and the deck can always be improved upon and added. Elesh Norn is great. I'm gonna pay 2 to play you. They may counter it. I didn't realise they'd left up 2 blue. I should have looked at that. Okay. Stonecoil Serpent. It has landed. They could return it to my hand. I can block against Malcolm. That's good. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Francois. You're 100% correct. There are cards that are better. Let's get out Tidus. They're going to counter that. Okay, that's their first chance. If they counter 2 more things, then we are conceding the game because it's not fun having everything be countered. I'm not going to attack. We have some removal. We have Swords to Plowshare. We have Roaming Throne. So we are in a good position here. I'm going to play you. I'm going to play you. Oh. And they concede. GG! Let's think. Yes. Who am I playing against? Selvala. Another mono green. What time are we on? It's 1 o'clock. This is probably going to be my last game. I really hope that I can win. It'd be nice to end on high for the day. Right. What have we got? And I'm not going to be grumpy, even if I lose. I'm not grumpy anyway, to be fair. It makes me a speck irritated, but that's it. That's it, really. Okay. Facts. Thank you. You know exactly what to expect when you see Elspeth in the command zone. Yeah, lots and lots of tokens. I'm going to keep this hand because we've got lots of things. They're not going to counter anything, so Coven of Souls isn't really going to help. But whenever another creature enters its controller may draw a card. If its power is greater than each other creature's power, then you can tap green, add X mana in any combination of colours where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. This is going to get nasty. They're going to get wide. It's going to be elves. They're going to be big elves. So the race is on. Cavern of Souls is going to help me in the fact that it's going to give me access to blue. No matter, because we have the blue there. So let's play Tidus. There's no counters. The problem with this hand is I've got no ways to put counters on things. That will change soon. So we're just going to have to ramp this turn. So, Kami of Whispered Hopes. Tall Girl buffs your humans. Oh, okay. I'll check him out. I meant to check him out. I can't move any thingies. I may as well attack with Tidus, just because I can. Mythweaver Pock. Great card. Difficult to deal with. I think I'm going to need... Andy's a mana dog for your 3-colour deck. Yes. That's also a great card. Cavern of Souls. And we'll choose Human. So, and he's a mana dog for your 3-colour deck. Yeah, I'll definitely check him out. No Elesh Norn this turn. And no way to give counters. But I can make stuff jump. So I may as well play that. It'd be really nice to have some counters. The problem is she doesn't give counters. She gives +2/+2 and the -2/-2. So next time we're going to have 4, 5, 6, which is still not enough. But it's going to kill... Oh, jeez. Silverback Elder is going to be a problem. I told you they were going to go wide, and I told you they were going to pop off, because this is what mono green does. Torgal might be worth dropping a land for if you're at 39. Okay. I'm not sure if I've got it. I don't recognise the name. They're attacking for 6. Fine. I'm going to distribute counters and submit. Then I'm going to play Evolving Wilds and we can proliferate. And then we will grab another land, so we can definitely play Elesh Norn next turn. It would be really nice if we could grab something else as well. Maybe I should have grabbed another land, but I didn't even look. And I can move a counter from target creature to target creature. So let's just move one of them, just to make him big. Can they block a 19/19? Yes. Yes, they can. So Vala has Death Touch. They'll block with Nylea Keen-Eyed. So I'm just going to hold back because I can't proliferate. We're going to be able to play Elesh Norn next turn. Okay, it's done its thing. That's fine. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Be wary of the ground.
GG! I'm exiting the game. GG, GG, GG. Emrakul takes all your creatures if you didn't know. If you didn't see that, look at this. Takes everything and there's nothing you can do about it. I would rather not get killed by my own creatures. Thank you very, 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 very much. I'd be dead this turn. Look at how big Tidus is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Haldrazi, get in the bin, get in the bin, get in the bin. What are you? What are you? That's from a manga. If you can remember, 90s manga on VHS. Yes, I lived in the 90s. They had the VHS mangas, right? And when you played it, a VHS interesting story. It's not that interesting. But if you can remember, when they at the beginning, it had like a sort of intro to manga, and the music was amazing. And I really, you know what? Okay. Okay, hang on. I might have to show you. Stand by. Stand by, people. I want to show you this intro, and you will see how this got me into anime in the 90s. Sorry, this is really interesting. I'm showing you my childhood now. I don't know if any of you are interested, but right. Add. You are in for a treat. You wait. My childhood right here. The music just slaps. I mean, I can't hear it right now, but I know it's good. I know you're all enjoying it. Yeah. 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 All good. All good. Yeah, I just know, I can't see the chat, but I just know you're all having a whale of a time right now. And that was it. That's my childhood right there. Okay, right. Got a good hand, got the lands we need, so let's do it. And we will play a green. So thank you to everyone that's joined. It's 24 of you on YouTube. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and all that jazz. It would be nice. Don't you thought seize me, you git. Scythe Cat. I mean, they're all good. Shalai is going to give me... We're playing against Mono Black. Shieldred, so I'm going to be sacrificing stuff. Shieldred can get in the bin. I have beat Shieldred before, though, so I have hope. I can't believe if... There we go. We can get rid of Shieldred at least. They know what I've got, so I may as well just play it. They'll probably kill it, but... Then I can play Yuna, play a land, give the Scythe Cat Cub +1/+1, attack with that. No, what am I doing? Such an idiot. Right. Now I can play that. I've got no counters to move, but at least I can proliferate. Yippee! Okay, so Hardened Scales is great. It was that or Hardened Bonds as well, because whenever you put a creature... A +1/+1 counter on a creature. I should have played the land last. Oh, I'm an idiot. Right, I'm going to do that. Oh, bollocks! But that still helps. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not going to move any counters. There's no point. Fine. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? I knew that something was going to get killed. Yeah. Yes, that's perfect. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. It would have been hell annoying. I'm glad you enjoyed it, though. Because it is so good, that introduction. This is their third chance. I'm going to give them one more. Because if they're just going to destroy and kill and make me sacrifice everything, there is no point in playing the game. They're just playing to make me unhappy. And I've said it. There you go. What is the point? And they've held up 2. I've got no mana. So we may as well play that. And then play you. And we'll play you tapped, so at least I can play Tidus next turn. Scythe Cub Cat is going to get bigger. Then we can put another +1/+1 counter. And another +1/+1 counter, so we've got a 10/10. Yep. So they're going to kill it, because otherwise they're dead next turn. Shieldred, if they play a land, will come out, so it'll be gone anyway. Yippee! Yeah. So thank you ever so much for joining. Thank you for watching, and I love you all. And now's the awkward bit where I look this way and press all these buttons. I love you all. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.